Greetings, this is Sloshworks, and welcome to Mad Max. I'm Australian, I've loved Mad Max since I was a very little kid. Well, not little kid, you know, you had to be kind of... Yeah, I think I was in my mid-teens when I first saw the first Mad Max, and the first one's dated a fair bit, but the second one's absolutely fantastic. The third one, I still like Thunderdome, and the new one is one of the best movies I've ever seen. When I heard that Avalanche Studios, the people who made Just Cause 2, were making this game, I was incredibly excited. I've literally just kind of messed around for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, just playing around to kind of get used to the controls. And it looks like it's a whole pile of fun, so I thought I'd show you guys. Let's check out, I don't know, let's do the first half hour and let's kind of have a look at the game. So we'll go into a new game. We're going to save an auto slot number 2. You can definitely tell that it is a console port though. A lot of the controls are a little bit funny, and I've had to change some of the shifts and the space bars to make more sense, because handbrake should always be spacebar in a car game, and boost should always be shift, but in this, for some reason, the default was the other way around. It was really kind of strange. Now, I'll be quiet and we'll watch what happens.
I don't see you! Prize is gone! There now! There now! No! Stick together! This is one clever fox!
Hell yeah. It's actually a really fun game.
One who had lost all, over and over, and to this, he had lost his sanity. His was a never-ending journey away from the phantoms of his past. He believed he could silence the cacophony in his mind and find peace beyond a place he called the Plains of Silence. He now had the vehicle, the weapons, the provisions and the fortitude. He only needed the fuel. And here, there was but one place to go for fuel. Gastown.
Oh, hell yeah. The last of the V8 Interceptors. Scrotus. I do love the names they've picked for this. They're absolutely incredible. I love he's got a car on top of a truck on top of an earth mover. Psycho.
Listen, my apostles of Alpha. You've hunted well. Here's the fox who thought he'd plunder from Scabra Scrotum.
Scabra Scrotus. So Scabby Scrotum. That's awesome. That's the best name ever. Scabby Scrotum. That is a hell of a machine. That is a hell of a machine. Look at the size of that thing. I didn't get to watch this introduction actually last time because the kids were around and I felt it might be a little bit too violent, so this is all kind of new to me. Oh, come on, he didn't even really have a go. Give him a chance. Oh, hell yeah, chainsaw and a stick. Jesus! Okay. Yeah, I didn't see any of this. I just kind of skipped straight through to the game, so because the kids were around. I'm glad I did. That was fairly violent. It's a cool song though.
I want someone to tell me what's the soul of a man. I'm going to ask a question. Answer if you can.
Oh, poor dog's hurt his foot. Almost said hurt his hand. Dogs don't have hands.
For another brawl. This this setback would not stop him. He would have his peace, even if it meant another war. And war was coming, because he had created a mortal enemy.
So he's not dead. How can you not be dead? He chainsawed his face. Wish I was so tough you could chainsaw my face and I wouldn't die. That'd be sick. I am so invested in this game right now. Oh man. I've been waiting for this since the day I heard about it. I am so excited about this. Like I said, I played the first 5 to 10 minutes or so just to kind of get my grip on the controls. There's a little bit of... get kind of stuck behind things a little bit with the controls they are the way at the moment. You know, that kind of thing happens with ports. We haven't unlocked Run yet, so it's kind of one of those things where we run through a little bit of a tutorial and you slowly get access to all these kind of things. So we've got, oh, the dog's found water, so we followed him to the water. We'll fill our canteen. Now, as far as I can tell, water will restore our health. So to drink from our canteen, we press 4. So 4 is our canteen. Dude, you just poured that all over your face. You didn't even... oh, you didn't even drink it. The dog has led us right so far. I mean, we've been with him for a good 5 minutes. We need to find him. So I'm kind of assuming... hey. Okay. Actually, didn't notice that last time. Oh. A prize.
Chumbuckles, man, are you quiet, gently?
That ain't for eating.
It's you. Thou was alive inside the other gives birth. So to blaze by godly plug ignite. Revolution about revolution, rejoice! Please, don't kill Chumbucket! Please! Hey!
Why shouldn't I?
Because I know you. Yeah, I spied you in the long lookers. They left you for the blowflies, and they snatched your ride. And now you'll be looking to snatch it back. That's what the prophecy says. You're the driver.
That's right.
Then Chumbucket is your man. Yeah, I'm your man. Yeah, yes, I am. See, I have a vehicle that can take you to your car. I do say. That's right. She's not running now. Sorry for that. I came here for the parts. You see, I'm a black finger. I can make it work again. And Dinky D, too, is gonna need an overhaul.
The Dinky D. The Dinky D is the dog.
No, I won't. I know you'll find me and dismantle me. I know. Chumbucket's not stupid.
I love how we kind of get our own little, like, mechanic Igor. It's so weird that that's kind of what we get. Alright. So he's... hey, wait a minute. Could we go down this, thing here? Is that going to let us do it? No, it's not going to let us do it. It's just a wire for no reason. Bit weird.
Dog's bleeding out.
Oh, I can fix it, but I do my best work in my sanctum.
Push the car.
I need wire to fix my buggy. But then I can show you where they took the black on black.
The last of the V8
Where do I
Interceptors.
find wire?
Up that path. But before you go, grab some grit, Saint. You must be running on fumes.
I do love we've got our own little Igor. It's so interesting. So this is, this food here, when you look at it, this is, I noticed that it's Dinky Di. That's why he calls the dog a Dinky Di, because it's dog food. Dog food. Nice little nod to Mad Max 2.
Sure beats eating maggot grill.
Sure beats eating mackerel. But the dog's dinged up bad. Chumbucket will fix him though. I keep thinking of SpongeBob though. I keep thinking of Plankton. But the graphics are cool in this. The gameplay's not actually unreasonable. It's kind of good. We've got some shotgun shells. Ammo in this game is apparently very, very limited. And like I said, it's a console game, so it's one of those ones where you have to walk up to certain places to climb. You can't jump and all that kind of stuff. And shift is run and alt is jump and space is roll and all that kind of stuff. And it's really weird. So let's aim at this guy and we'll take him out. That seems to... oh, the girl fell down as well. Okay. I was wondering where she went when I was playing through before. Like, we are getting... after this first little bit, we're getting up to the point where I actually don't know what's going on, and that's where I'm really excited to see what's more. Hey, that guy's dead, just leave him alone. Alright, so basically it's one of those games where right mouse button parries, and you know, that kind of Batman Arkham Asylum kind of thing where it's the free-flowing combat that just keeps going, and you know, you keep building up your chains and all that kind of stuff. You know how it is. And then you've got your heavy strikes, which you do by holding down, and it's just smash. Alright, that guy's still going. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, just a tiny little punch took him down, glass jaw. So that looks like we've cleared all of this. So what we need to do is we need to go over here and grab this wire. One of the main commodities that you get to use in this is scrap. So you can kind of see this is scrap. And the more scrap you have, it costs scrap to upgrade the cars, upgrade you. If for some reason it costs scrap to kind of upgrade anything. This is what I was kind of talking about before, where there's little bits you can climb up. So see all this around over here? I can't climb up over here. Even though I can see the scrap there, I can't go up that way. I have to go all the way around, and I have to climb up this one, which I kind of find a little bit irritating. And it's got that kind of controller feel of movement to it. That was a bit weird. I kind of rolled in midair and landed on the ground. I don't understand how that happened. But yeah, the ammo is very, very, very scarce, so you don't really want to use it willy-nilly. You need to use it when it counts. For like in the vehicle combat where you're shooting gas tanks and stuff like that. That's kind of where I played up to the first car combat bit, I think it was, and it was really hey.
Not yet. You are not ready.
Wait!
Is that the guy from Thunderdome who has the quadcopter? I wasn't sure about that. I don't know. I do think the game is very, very pretty. A lot of people in the videos that have already come out have been saying about the pop-up and all that kind of stuff, and I haven't found it to be all that bad. I think that might be a console problem more than anything else. He's really into spikes, by the way. He was licking that almost seductively.
I heard the bloody sounds of a smackdown. You're not leaking, are you? Tell me you're not. Huh? Praise be! Praise be!
So we've got our dinky die. The car combat is just as much fun. Well, the little bit of I've experienced is just as much fun as you want it to be.
This way.
Not quite as responsive as you want, but once again, it feels a little bit like a console port. You know what I mean? If you've got that kind of, it doesn't have that smooth movement that you'd really, really, really dig. So we're going to put the dog in there, and then we're going to jump into his little buggy. This is not our Magnum Opus, the car that we're going to build and do our symphony of death and destruction, all that kind of stuff. So I had to change my handbrake to spacebar because it was on shift, and I find that really weird because boost was on spacebar and handbrake was on shift, and that just felt opposite. So I did have to change that from the default things because it was not right. I do love the suspension on this thing. Look at it go. It's awesome. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was too busy looking at the suspension. I ran into a wall. Anyway, we're going to go up to this vantage point. Apparently this plays kind of a little bit into the game because in the little bit I have played already, we had to do it a few times. And I thought that up there would be the vantage point, right? See up there? You'd think that would be the vantage point, but no. This is where we want to go. The lookout point is this little lower bit of rock here, not the higher point where you can see further. It's really weird. I don't really understand that. Like, even looking at it from this angle, I don't understand.
Butchers, infidels. Yeah, look, there. Scrotus is their king. He's a big boss man from the gas town, you see. Scrotus always keeps the best parts for himself. Yeah, but he's not here now. You see, I don't see the Land Rover.
That is epic, that car.
Please.
Absolutely epic.
Better for you, and it's better for me. Just listen. Look, your black on black is toast. It's scrap. It's gone. She'll never be whole again. Huh? Now I can build you a car. Bring into creation one that's faster and tougher than the black on black ever was. Yeah?
Oh, they're taking apart my car. Oh no.
How tough, how fast?
Very faster than fear. Tougher than an iguana's gonad.
I love Chumbucket. He's hilarious. He's awesome. Master, the plans. The plans. All right, so we finished our first story mission. Let's get into it. Let's keep going. So let's use that. Press 1 to use our binoculars to look around. That's cool. We're just going to close it because you wanted us to use them. Let's get back in the car. Is there some scrap here that isn't being shown up, or are we just going to get back in the car? I think we're just going to get back in the car. So we'll jump in and let's go. I mean, we literally just have to go this tanker here. And this is one of the things that's kind of interesting.
You are in the outer graves. Over there is the great white.
Is this an empty ocean?
I'm not sure.
Is it? This is a giant tanker. Like a sea, like an ocean tanker.
Lower than this.
Is this the bottom of the ocean? And that's kind of fascinating. If like all the oceans have dried up, then that's amazing. John Bucket's hideout. Excellent.
When you're ready, Saint, my holy hideout awaits.
I'm ready. Let's go. Are you saying there's something I need to do up here? No, there's nothing I need to do up here. It's just diving off's apparently fine. Let's go in. Let's get in. Let's get on with it. See how much Igor is he? Igor. He's even hunching and it's just amazing. The hallucination become truth. What a beautiful sentiment.
By the fire that moves the piston, by the tranny on all high, Pam and the U-joint blessed be.
The tranny and the U-joint.
Magnum Opus.
Magnum Opus. Do you think Max looks at this car right now and goes, this is a piece of shit, what's wrong with you?
You see it?
The wheels don't even, the tires don't even look real, man.
It's just a mess of parts.
No. She's knowledge from the numinous, divinely inspired. She wills herself upon this world. Look!
I love this guy so much, he's so awesome.
Here, divine stride shaft and a symbiosis of faith. Modded and made to measure. You want some of that old-time religion, huh? We got a classic whammy turbo high dog, huh? Hell yeah! Bulletproof and torture-tested. Statically upgraded with chum bucket overdrive. Coils and springs, shocks and links too.
It's gotta be 8 cylinders, nothing less.
Yeah, gotta be a V8.
Yes. First, we have to get her beautificial body.
Show me where it is.
Yes. Come. No time like the
So our first mission, we're gonna go get the body of the car. Alright, so let's go. So we're gonna head out towards...
We will liberate her body from a place sad and strange, where the chariots of old went to die. A place I call the graveyard.
Can you tell me where we're going, please? We're gonna go that way. Can't believe he doesn't tell you that straight away. It's so weird.
Guardians are away on their body.
So we got to do it in the dead of night when the Guardians are away. A lot of these story missions kind of seem to be very, 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 very linear. Like there is the one path that you follow through them. There's nothing you can kind of do about that. But there's nothing wrong with story missions be that way, as long as it's an open world that you can explore and have fun with. Outside of those ones, the fuel is low.
Fuel. Unfortunately, with Gastown comes the blessings of gasoline. We should find enough fuel for us to make it to the graveyard.
Alright, so we've got this one coming up over here, so we'll go over and look over here for fuel.
Over there, fuel cans.
Fuel cans. So we'll get out here, jump back and watch our car. Let's go over and try and get ourselves some fuel. Fuel seems to be an interesting thing. So as each kind of camp, you can see like there's a fuel tank there, which is empty, but you can see when we picked up the first scrap, it tells you how many pieces of scrap there are, and you do get your 100% location looted. You know, that very kind of Just Cause 2 kind of full completionist kind of thing is definitely in place here. Definitely 100% in place here. And I got to say, I love the sound of the cars. This car not so much, but the Magnum Opus is really, I dig it.
She's out of gas.
Alright, we've got a few people to fight this time. Okay, we're going to get this guy. Yep, he's down. Okay, 2 big hits, 3 big hits. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, they seem to be down. Let's collect that scrap. There is one more scrap available. If I remember correctly, it is around here. This is almost to the end of my knowledge of this game, and then we're going to be doing it together, which is going to be really exciting. Now, the first time I did this, I ran around for such a long time trying to work out how to refill the car, but just go to the back. You have to actually stand at the back of the car. I was unaware of that, and I was running around for ages. You can see you have these meters going up and down. There's like the cancel with the canteen, which I kind of don't understand. I guess it's if someone comes up and tries to attack you. But we do need to pick up another gas tank. This seems to be like a permanent respawn of gas. I don't know if that's something we can remember and come back for, perpetuity. But, okay, we're going to hold E to store our fuel can there. Apparently we can only store one. I mean, we could store many, many more. I mean, look how many there. How much space there is there. And I do love the sound of the engines in this. And the pop-in really isn't that bad. From what people have said, I was expecting it to be way, way, way worse. I really feel that it must be... I mean, it exists, but it's really not that bad. Like, it isn't detracting from the game for me in any way whatsoever, and I was kind of expecting to be sitting there going, oh, that damn pop-in. So, gotta watch out for these traps that are everywhere. Okay, you can see it says weak gate up there, ramming restricted, so we can't ram it, but we can. Oh, well, first we can remember to run around and get this fuel tank. Weak gate such as this can be destroyed by detonating a fuel can near its base. So what we're going to need to do is we run over next to it and we press ignite. The first time I tried, I literally threw it, and I threw it not far enough, and it did nothing, and I had to go back and get another one from the perpetually full. Now this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So we're going to drive through the graveyard. We need to get down to the body of the car. They don't like strangers. They have traps like that would blow up cars. We have swinging traps that explode into fireballs. We have, like, see that? Oh, get underneath it. Oh god. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. It has such potential to be a great game, but I don't know how great it's going to be. Is it going to be as much fun as Just Cause 2? I mean, the whole thing with Just Cause 2 is the most fun that you had in that was when you weren't really playing the story, you weren't playing the plot through. It was just when you were just buggering around, and especially once the multiplayer mod came out, me and LTD guy used to have so much, oh my god, so much fun playing that, just jumping on each other's planes and just kind of fucking around and having fun. And this is an open world single player game, so it's all going to depend on what you have to do to fill your time. And I mean, this is supposed to be a wasteland. It's supposed to be like a big empty, holy crap, 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 untouchable. Okay. Roadkill level 2, we got a legend level. What the hell just happened there? That was nuts. Everything kind of went out of control there for a bit. Now I'm just ramming into walls for no reason. There you go. I'm the driver though, remember that. I'm the driver. Hieroglyphics.
Our prize, right for the taking.
Okay, so we need to get up to that wheel. We have all these different car bodies to choose from. Okay, let's go.
Get the car in place down here. I'll lower the
I
body.
kind of feel like his voice isn't quite Australian enough. I can see people running around and being all creepy. So we grab this scrap here. There's 3 scrap we can get in total. I wonder if we'll get it.
Zip down this.
I'm pretty sure you can zip down it, dude. Zip line. Pretty sure it exists exactly for you to get over there. Okay, I do love the lighting. Flashlight. So now we've got, I think 3 is the button you press for flashlight. So I don't know if it runs out. Or we just need it for the dark areas, or it runs out, or it stops us being stealthy, or anything like that. But it kind of feels... I don't know. It's probably going to be necessary later in the game. I haven't come up on anything before this. And I don't know how I feel about the mechanics of this walking through the small spaces where everything kind of turns and everything slows down. I don't understand exactly why that is a mechanic, if that makes sense. Alright, we're going to use this zip line to get over there. Get the whole world up there in your hand. Got the whole world in our hands. Got 2 of the scraps. Now, looks like there's another one over here, so that's going to get us our 3 scraps. I do feel there's a lot more scrap on the wall we could actually use, but you know, we're not going to complain about it too much. Alright. Now, with these ones, I had to look through all of them, and I had to pick the death rattle because that looks the coolest. I had to pick it before, I have to pick it again. It looks by far the coolest. Like an old gangster car from like the 50s for some reason. I just kind of feel like that's the way to go. So here's where we find out about some more mechanics here. We have space to avoid attacks that are too powerful to parry. So you can see when they have the little red thing flashing over their face, then we can't actually get out of that. Now he does have a knife, and now we can pick up the knife. The melee weapons don't seem to last all that long from what I've seen, but if we can daze them, we can, as you can see here, we can just kill him in one hit. It's all about dazing them and using the melee weapon while we actually have it, but it doesn't last forever. So you have to pick up melee weapon after melee weapon, and once again, that's another mechanic I'm not 100% sure on how I feel about it, but I'm sure it all works out in the long run. But it's one of those things where do I have to have this? I can't have a knife that I can keep. I can't have like anything that I can kind of keep with me just forever. Like, do I have to always pick up a knife for like 1 or 2 hits? Something like that. Can't I interact with that from here? No, I have to be on that side of it. Okay. I understand now. We had to break it that way. And this is where everything starts going completely out of control. It's just literally holding E to do things and pressing Q to drop, and like it's some of those things where it's the open world thing, but is it really necessary? But here we go. I mean, we got to get out of here. Chumbucket's managed to get the body on the car, but everything's going completely to hell, and this is where the car combat comes in. And basically once we get out of here, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I really dig this spot. So if we use the right button and the left mouse button, we're on either side. With the shotgun we can shoot. So, you know, we can shoot, or we can ram using the middle button and A and D. So the first thing we got to do kind of is we got to shoot the gas tank, and it just takes them out, and it's amazing. Absolutely just epic. The car combat is so much fun, but you get so distracted by everything that's happening. Try and get the fuel tank again. Use 1 more of our ammo. Oh, that was beautiful. So we need to practice with the side rammer. I don't think we actually finished the quest, but
Yes, creatures of the underworld.
creatures of the underworld. Hell yeah! All right, so then we'll try ramming this one. So we'll ram that on that side, and we'll ram it on that side. Oh my god, that was amazing. The sound effects in this are absolutely awesome. Oh, that was absolutely brilliant. I love this. Story mission complete. Chumbucket calls it the Magnum Opus. It's not much of a car now, but it does have potential. We found a body, but more work is needed before it's battle ready. Let's continue.
Oh, praise be! We're alive and free of the graveyard. Wait, but something's loose. Oh, I can fix it now if you stop, or later at my sanctum. It's your choice.
So one of the other mechanics that operate in the game is where he can repair your car. You can see on the bottom right hand corner of the screen there's the car's health, and he can repair it, but for some reason you have to be outside the car. You can't even be sitting in the car stationary, or he won't do it, so you have to get out. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, but this is exactly how much of the game I have already played. This is all I know, and I'm really excited about it so far. So this is the very first half an hour of Mad Max. If you guys want to see more, leave a comment down below, or you know, even a like. It sounds pretty damn good to me. I'm very excited about this. I'm sure it's a flawed game, but I'm really, really keen to kind of explore it. As always, thanks for watching. Any hints or suggestions whatsoever, please leave them down below. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you guys next time.